Drunk sex with my roommate. Now she's obsessed. Help. Alright, so I, 20M, really screwed up. I live with my roommate, Sarah, 20F. We've been living together for almost a year, and it's always been strictly friendly. No flirting, no weird tension, just chill. She's attractive, sure, but I never really thought about her like that. Plus, I figured messing around with a roommate was a recipe for disaster, so I never entertained the idea. Well, that all changed last weekend. We were drinking at our place, just the two of us, because our other friends bailed on going out. No big deal, we've done this plenty of times before, just taking shots, talking about random stuff, laughing. But for some reason, this time felt different. Maybe it was the alcohol, maybe it was the music, but at some point the vibe shifted. She started getting a little touchy, laughing at everything I said, playfully pushing me, lingering a little too long when she leaned in to talk. And then, out of nowhere, she kissed me. At first I hesitated. My brain was like, bro, don't do this. She's your roommate. This is a bad idea. But I was also drunk, and well, drunk me makes dumb decisions. So I kissed her back. One thing led to another, and we ended up in my room. That's where the real problem started. The sex was horrible. Like, actually painful to get through. There was no rhythm, no chemistry. She was making weird noises that were way too exaggerated for what was actually happening. At one point, she just stopped moving and stared at me, like some kind of creepy mannequin locked in intense mode. And to top it off, she kept whispering the weirdest dirty talk. Stuff like, yeah, you like that, big tiger? I nearly bit my tongue, trying not to laugh. And then came the clap. No, not an STD. The sound of her trying to initiate what I assume was sexy applause. She literally started clapping her tits together every time I moved, like some kind of offbeat cheerleader, encouraging me through an awkward gymnastics routine. Yeah, go. Harder. Faster. You got this. I've never felt less aroused in my life. The whole time, I was just praying for it to be over. It got so bad that I literally faked finishing, just so I could escape. I haven't had to do that since high school. The next morning, I was hoping we'd just never speak of it again. You know, the classic drunken mistake, let's move on kind of thing. But nope. I wake up to her cuddling me, smiling like we just had some magical, soul-connecting night together. The first thing she says, that was amazing. We have insane chemistry. I wanted to die. I kind of just laughed nervously and mumbled something like, hi, yeah, wild night, and got out of bed as fast as I could. I figured that was the end of it, but all week she's been hinting it around too, sending me flirty texts, finding excuses to touch me, and even straight up saying, we should see where this goes. I tried to put some space between us by working late or staying at a friend's place, but she started texting me like crazy. The worst moment? She sent me a playlist titled Our Sexy Jams, and it included Love Bug by Jonas Brothers, Baby by Justin Bieber, and I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. WTF. Now I'm stuck. I don't want to do it again. There's literally no way I can fake my way through that twice, but I also don't want to be a complete asshole. And the worst part? I can't avoid her. We live together. After scrolling through Reddit advice threads for hours, I realized my best options were to either fake my death or tell her I'm suddenly gay. Neither seemed sustainable. So, in my infinite wisdom, I thought, maybe it was just the alcohol. Maybe sober sex would be better. Spoiler, it wasn't. I hyped myself up, suggested a casual movie night that turned into round 2. This time sober. And oh my god, it was even more awkward. She tried to maintain eye contact the entire time, whispering things like, you're mine, and ride me, cowboy. I had to bite the inside of my cheek to stop myself from laughing. Then mid-thrust, she blurts out, I've loved you for so long. And now I love you more than ever. My soul left my body. I froze. She froze. We both just lay there, tangled in sweaty sheets and mutual horror. She looked at me like she was expecting me to say it back. I mumbled something like, oh wow, that's a lot, and immediately pretended to cramp up so I could stop. Now I'm in way too deep. She's hooked. She thinks we have a relationship now. She's already talking about planning a couple's vacation to Niagara Falls. I feel like I'm being dragged into a slow-motion romantic car crash. What the hell do I do now? Help me.